Looking the world over, I stopped and thought, damn, there's a lot going on in Latin America this week. So here we go. Welcome everyone to the Lofi Poli Sci podcast. I'm your host, Michael Pickering. That's right. Lo-fi as in low fidelity, low quality, in your face, messy as can be global news show. And here we're going to talk about our famous question. What's going on in the world today? But today, we're making it a Lo-Fi Latin American News Day. Oh yeah. Let's kick things off in Brazil, as a Senate committee has been investigating President Bolsonaro for about 6 months. Go figure that. But for what? For corruption? For talking? Who knows? Well, we do. And it's straight up for his handling of COVID in the country. Go figure that. And at first, the committee wanted to suggest charges of genocide and homicide. That genocide against indigenous peoples in Brazil, and homicide, well, for everyone. But to get this thing done, they dropped those and settled for, wait for it, crimes against humanity. I mean, damn, that's some strong charges to throw against your own president, especially a sitting president. Crimes against humanity, Bolsonaro. Sheesh. So, now what? Well, it goes to another vote in the Senate. And if it passes there, then it would go to the Prosecutor General of Brazil, who would be in charge of actually charging the president and starting the legal proceedings. And, well, that ain't gonna happen. Bolsonaro appointed this person, and you don't bite the hand that feeds you, that kind of thing. Well, if that is in fact the case, then why or what is this all about? Because surely the Senate knows all this already. And your answer? 2 things. Accountability and elections. This is definitely about making Bolsonaro take the blame for all the death and sickness in the country and using that to make sure he loses next year's election. It's politics, go figure. They look similar everywhere. Maybe, but maybe not. We're going to keep an eye out on this one anyway, just to see how and if the plot thickens. Now let's head out of South America and up to Central America, to Guatemala. And the latest in Guatemala City is that veterans, former soldiers of the Guatemalan Civil War, well, they invaded Congress for a time this week. And granted that the armed forces, the military, the police, they were able to force them out of Congress. But still, people taking over Congresses this year? A new theme? Question mark? I told you. Maybe politics are similar everywhere? Question mark? But why were/are these veterans protesting? It's a simple answer. They want a wartime bonus of $16,000 for time served in the Civil War that lasted 36 years and claimed the lives of over 200,000 people. And that only ended less than 30 years ago in 1996. So often after war, veterans are forgotten or given a one-time payment and a thank you and then left with a lifetime of mental anguish. And in this case, in this Civil War, and these veterans, well, they want more. And we'll keep you updated about Guatemala moving forward, because this issue isn't going away. Now let's switch gears a bit, and last week we missed out on it, but this week we're bringing it back with a little bit of a tweak to it. That's right, it's time for Latin American trivia. Oh yeah. Answer each question correctly for that good old lo-fi loot, redeemable for a wonderful prize at the end of Season 4. Question number 1. Does Bolivia have McDonald's? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Survey says, no, they do not. They got rid of that back in 2002. Imagine that. A country without McDo. Interesting, huh? And question number 2. What country in the Americas has the oldest university? And 5, 4, 3. And you can already guess it's not U.S. since this is Latin American trivia. 2, 1. And our answer? Peru. And the National University of San Marcos, founded in 1551. And if you said the Dominican Republic, well, yes and no. But I lean to no because you can't just open up a university and call it a university. That's not how universities work. Now, question number 3. Is the U.S. dollar the official currency of El Salvador. I bet you're wondering out there. Well, didn't they just legalize Bitcoin as legal tender in the country? And is that the official currency now? Or is it something else like the Kulon or the peso? What is it out there? And 3, 2, 1, survey says. Yes, the US dollar is, in fact, the official currency of El Salvador. And question number 4, how many different varieties of potatoes are found in Peru? And lots of people don't realize, but potatoes, they do not come from Europe or Russia. They come from the Americas. And how many varieties are in Peru? And 3, 2, 1. Over 3,500 kinds of potatoes in all different shapes, sizes, and colors. And I love potatoes. Imagine all the different kinds of French fries you can make, or baked potatoes, or mashed potatoes, or potatoes and cheese. And oh, I'm so hungry whilst recording this, hence I'm going to stop right here. Question number 5, and our last one for the day. Where is the oldest clock in the Americas found? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer? Honduras. The Cathedral of Comayagua, built in 1586. And that's this week's Latin American Trivia. Write in, let us know, how much of that lo-fi loot did you win today? Did you go for a 5 for 5? Oh, yeah. But now, back to the grind. That is Lo-Fi Latin American News. And to Ecuador we go, where the president has declared a 60-day state of emergency over crime. Within the past few weeks, there's a prison riot that took about 119 people's lives. It was a prison massacre, and it wasn't the first one this year. In February of this year, another prison massacre took place and took the lives of about 80 people. Murder rates are skyrocketing, drug trafficking is skyrocketing, and the president is saying enough. And the police and the military, they will be out in force for the next 60 days, doing 24 hours a day, night and day patrols, and stopping anyone they want to look for weapons or drugs. The president? He's declaring war on the cartels. Whether anyone is phrasing it like that or not, that's exactly what's happening right here. The Mexican cartels are mixed up all in this, as are the Colombian and the Peruvian cartels. You see, the drugs are produced in South America, trafficked through Central America, and distributed to North America via Mexico. Keep your eyes wide open on Ecuador, people. A lot is going on, and even more is going to happen. And you let us know if you hear something first. Now to an update in Haiti, and the 1 Canadian and 16 Americans that were kidnapped by a gang in the country. We talked about this on Monday. Well, the gang has now asked for $17 million ransom. $1 million for each person. And this has been verified. This is really happening. All right, this is official. And the U.S. has a long-standing policy of not negotiating with terrorists. And guess what? This international kidnapping under U.S. law would now qualify that gang in Haiti as terrorist. But the question is, will the Church of the Missionaries, the Canadian government, or the U.S. government, or the Haitian government pay that $17 million to get their people back? Or what else could they do? I mean, watch Haiti closely too, Lo-Fi listeners. Things are developing wicked fast over there with this situation. And how this gang is dealt with will be watched by other international criminals across the globe. But enough. We all know life is hard out there. We all know tough times all over. But that doesn't mean the world is all doom and gloom. Oh no. Here at Lofi Poli Sci, we celebrate every win, every achievement, no matter the size, no matter the place. Good news. Well, we love good news, and we celebrate life because of it. The place is Mexico. The celebration is the replacing of a statue of Columbus with a statue of a pre-Hispanic indigenous woman. And 2 things here. First, women aren't given enough props for all the wonderful things they do in life. And second, indigenous peoples aren't given enough props for all the wonderful things they do in life. And all of this together is good news indeed on this Thursday. Well done, Mexico City. Well done indeed. And that's a brief snapshot of what's going on in the world today. Interested in writing into the show? Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, myself on LinkedIn. Email us, let us hear your voice. Always remember that Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Peace and well-being to all my human beings out there. Much love and always the best. Pickering, signing off. Hey, let me holla at you for a second. It's so rare I get to speak to you like this anymore. It's been more than a minute since an episode of Pickering Unplugged, which maybe it's time for that again. But anyway, another time, another conversation. I want to talk to you about our question of the week this week because it's a serious formatting question that I'm relying on you for your feedback, because this thing we do it's really about us and about where we want to take it. From the very start of episode 1, season 1, which was 366 episodes ago, every change that we've made to the show, whether it's the formatting, the different segments, the music, the guest, the length of the shows, everything has been done with your advice, with your input, with your thoughts. And that's the only thing that has kept us going and has kept us getting better and better and still new and fresh. And on that note, yeah, I know, I'm lame, I'm a poli-sci nerd, but we're okay with that. We choose this life because we love this life. And nerds can have new and fresh things too. So yes, this show, this is new and fresh, and we have to keep changing it and adding things to it, taking away things to it to make it newer and fresher. And anyway, so our question, and really this is about going into next season, season 5 in January. So the choices, 2 choices, stay short form or go long form. So option 1, stay short form news 5 days a week, 5 to 10 minute episodes a day. Or option 2, switch to a 1-hour show on every Monday with different segments and whatnots, but just 1 show a week. And for real, write in and tell me what you think. And let me tell you something about whenever I say write in. When I'm saying write in, it's not some lame thing to try and make our podcast sound more like a real podcast, because guess what? Our podcast is a real podcast. You are real people, and you are from all over the place. And all of you, well, you are all what makes Lofi Poli Sci what it is. A thing of ours. So for real, write in. Let us know. Option 1 or option 2. Short form, 5 short daily shows, or long form, 1 long, once a week Monday show. Take care out there, and talk to you soon.